Wow. Yo, yo, we back in the building. Media Marcus. October the 12th, 2025. I'm your host, Media Marcus. Talking the latest in sports news and entertainment. We're fresh off of Sunday Night Football. Kansas City Chiefs defeat the Detroit Lions 30 to 17. I believe that was the score. I definitely thought the Detroit Lions would keep it a little closer, but can't win them all. Can't win them all. Yeah, that's where we're at. The Detroit Lions lose in Kansas City. Chiefs win 30 to 17. And a big fight broke out at the end. Nice to see some fight from the Lions then. But wasn't enough. Was not enough. So the once again, Kansas City Chiefs defeat the Lions 30 to 17 in Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes had 4 total touchdowns, including 3 in the air, 2 to Hollywood Brown and 1 to Xavier Worthy as well. Mahomes also had 32 rushing yards and a touchdown on the ground. Stellar performance. I mean, this offense looked very good from the Kansas City Chiefs perspective, and they have really looked really good over the past few weeks. We know that they started the season off slow. 1-2 is what they started the season off, and this team is now 3-3, and they look good offensively. Rasheed Rice is coming back soon for this Kansas City team, so we're going to see what they're going to do and how they're going to progress over the rest of the season as they get some weapons back. So Kansas City gets it done. Detroit loses this one. They got the next game at home versus the Bucks, and we know MVP Baker is making a lot of shake around the league. Baker Mayfield gets a win today. Again, I'm going to probably be talking a lot of sports on this one, but Baker Mayfield, they're saying he's MVP. They saying Baker, yeah, he MVP. I mean, his team gets a win again. They win 30 to 19. The Bucks do at home versus the San Francisco 49ers. 49ers, just more injuries. Fred Warner out for the rest of the season. We know Nick Bosa is out for the season as well. They continue to deal with a ton of injuries in San Francisco. So that's the latest on them. And yeah, pretty good day around the NFL. Made some money for sure. Did not, went over in that Sunday night football game. So, I guess I regress a little back to the mean, but very good day around the office. Vegas wins 20 to 10 versus the Tennessee Titans. Titans continue to just be awful. Seattle won 20 to 12 at Jacksonville. Carolina Panthers, my beloved Carolina Panthers, defeated the Dallas Cowboys 30 to 27 in Charlotte, North Carolina. We had a London game. The Broncos defeated the Jets 13-11. Listen, Justin Fields. Let's look at Justin Fields' stats, man. I mean, Justin Fields, this was a pathetic offensive performance from the Jets. Justin Fields had 45 passing yards. It's 45 more than me, for sure. But I only left the crib today to get food, so I didn't play in any NFL games. I didn't go to many places. Um, and yes, this 45 yards for Justin Fields doesn't look good. But I somehow think that they'll look good against my Carolina Panthers next week. This Jets team, so we'll see how that works out. I see the line right now is 1.5 for the Jets, and they'll probably win that game. But yeah, they look really bad today and overseas, and yeah, Aaron Glenn desperately needs a win. They desperately need a win. So we'll see. We'll see what they got going on. But Justin Field did not look good. Indianapolis, Indiana Jones, Daniel Jones, they defeat the Arizona Cardinals 31 to 27. No Kyler Murray, but Jacoby Brissett played well in his absence. Chargers won 29 to 27. Don't cover the spread though. I don't. I don't love that. I don't love that. They didn't cover the spread, the Chargers. I didn't bet on them, but I don't know when to bet on Jim Harbaugh, and I think I'm okay with that now. I think I have to be okay with that. So that's what happened around the league. Tomorrow night we got our Monday Night Football, a doubleheader, and once again another doubleheader. Buffalo at the Atlanta Falcons. Buffalo coming off that first loss of the season, so we'll see how they bounce back from that. Chicago and Washington also playing in Landover, Maryland. So we'll see how Chicago. I mean, they got beat on that Hail Mary last year, so we'll see if they have any revenge in mind with new coach Ben Johnson and Caleb Williams versus Jaden Daniels for the second time. Yeah, I mean that's really all I got for football or sports rather. Well, baseball. Let's talk some baseball real quick. Let me get out the scores. I probably need to talk more baseball on here, but I'm sorry. But yes, the Seattle Mariners defeat the Toronto Blue Jays 3-1 in Toronto. This is the first game of the ALCS, so Seattle has the lead. 1-0, 1-0 over the Toronto Blue Jays. We'll see how that works out as the World Series is creeping up on us. It is October, baseball playoff season. So that is Toronto Blue Jays lose at home to the Seattle Mariners in game one of the ALCS. All right, I think it's the ALCS. I'm pretty sure. It might be the divisional round. It might be the ALDS. So, pardon me. I gotta be honest. I'm just here. Media Marcus. All right, I got a couple other things we'll talk about, and I'm gonna get up out of here. Get ready for tomorrow. We'll have a Monday morning Annie Up podcast dropping. Got some best bets on there and more. And let's see what we got here. What we got on the slate. Diane Keaton. Diane Keaton, if you don't know, she's an actress. She passed over the weekend. I know Diane Keaton from The Godfather. And The Godfather 2, Diane Keaton played, let me see who she played. So we're going to look at Diane Keaton and who she played, IMBD. So much work, but yeah, she passed away 1946 to 2025. That is 79 years old. Died 79, sneaky young. I thought she was older than that. But yeah, she passed away. She's an Oscar winner. Diane Keaton passed away over the weekend. This is a woman who played in The Godfather. She played Annie Hall. That is with, why is his name slipping me right now? The famous director Woody Allen. Woody Allen. So she was with Annie Hall, with Woody Allen, Diane Keaton. I'm talking about, who passed over the weekend at 79 years old. I know her from The Godfather and The Godfather 2. She also played in Reds in 1981. Something's Gotta Give in 2003. Yeah, she has a very long catalog and history in her career. And Diane Keaton did pass over the weekend at 79 years old. She was in a ton of movies, including with the very famous movie with Woody Allen, Annie Hall, and she also played a major role in The Godfather and The Godfather 2. So rest in peace, Diane Keaton. First Wives Club, she also played in. And yeah, condolences to her and her family, or to her family rather. And yeah, Diane Keaton, hell of a career, great career, and she passed away at 79 years old. I really don't have not too many more things to talk about. But last thing here, I'm hearing they're doing a new Matrix film. Talking Matrix 5. The Matrix 5 looks like it's could be happening. And Lawrence Fishburne was asked about it over the weekend, if he will return as Morpheus in Matrix 5. And he did say that he doesn't know about that, and he doesn't know if it makes sense for him. We know Matrix was a really big franchise, late 90s, early 2000s. Did a ton of numbers, broke a lot of records at the box office. Keanu Reeves, Lawrence Fishburne, Jada Pinkett was in the second one, I believe. So it was just a lot. It was just a lot of hoopla around this franchise, the Matrix that I'm talking about. And it looks like they're possibly going to make a Matrix 5. And Lawrence Fishburne was asked about it over the weekend. And he said, I don't know if it makes sense for his character Morpheus to return in that film. Obviously, I don't think there's any script written or anything like that. But yeah, it looks like they're going to make possibly a Matrix 5. And we'll see if the writers can get something that makes sense for Morpheus to return in that role. Lawrence Fishburne to return in that role of Morpheus for a possible Matrix 5. So that is it for me here, Media Marcus. I'm going to be back around tomorrow after the football games plural. So yeah, hopefully I'm tired, y'all. It's been you know what? Before I get out of here, silly me. I'm tired. Let me tell y'all why I'm so tired. I've been ripping and running. Obviously, I work for a company. We do events. I'll just leave it at that. We had an event Friday night that, I was at work for about 11 hours or so. Cool, whatever. But the night before is what I want to talk to you guys about. I went to go see Chris Brown. The Breezy Bowl. I went to see Chris Brown in the Breezy Bowl, National Stadium, Washington, D.C., and it was amazing. And I've been a Chris Brown fan for 20 years since he came out in 2005. And I had a prediction that he would definitely be a big artist, right? I definitely thought that this is going to be the next guy to pop, teenage heartthrob, et cetera, et cetera. And I still would not have assumed that it would have gotten to this level. So many bona fide great songs and hit jams, hit records. This guy is just performing at a level. He's obviously going to be dancing, and he was in the air and getting pulled up, and at one point he was like upside down in the air. It was a lot. Such a talented artist, but just so many great hits. I think I didn't really realize. I obviously have the songs that I like from Chris Brown, but I don't like favor all of his songs, but he has so much music, so much that he's put out over the past 20 years. The Breezy Bowl was really enjoyable. They had intermissions where he has to get changed and has to do some little like set changes and stuff, and in those intermissions they would still play his hits that he wasn't performing because of the intermission. But these are songs that you love still as well. And yeah, this 20 years Breezy Bowl. I'm so glad I went. I do want to see the artists of my time that I really appreciate. And Chris Brown is definitely one of those. Yeah, and Breezy Bowl was amazing. If you haven't gone, go. I don't know what cities he's in next, but it's a definitely experience. And we only live one life, and you never know what happens out here. You got to take advantage and see these artists when you can. I've seen Beyonce, I've seen Chris Brown now, I've seen Drake a couple of times, Travis Scott. So these are some of my favorite artists, and everyone should take advantage of that. So go see your favorite artist, whoever that might be. But yes, Chris Brown, Breezy Bowl, such a good experience, a high, if you will. Everyone was out. And he performed 3 nights here in Washington, D.C. And yeah, I had a really great time. So shout out to Chris Brown, Breezy Bowl, a great success. And he had to make a lot of bank off that, yo. Selling out stadiums all around the world, just tour to tour, doing 3 nights at stadiums. That's bank, y'all. And only the best of the best can do that. That's the Beyoncés, the Taylor Swifts, the Chris Browns, people that selling out stadiums and doing it for 3 nights and 3 nights in a row. Incredible. So shout out to Chris Brown, Breezy Bowl. Glad I went. No regrets, none at all. I'm here, Media Marcus. See you guys tomorrow after the football games, plural NFL. And look out for Annie up. What's the line? Monday morning podcast in the morning. Cheers. See you guys later. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening. And I'll see you soon.